Yes. Yes, Naveed.
Hello everyone, this is Naveen Ahmad. I am from Hyderabad, Pakistan, and I am HR professional working in one private company. Uh, I look after supply chain HR, production side HR, and I have interest in public speaking, and I learn from people like you. And so this is my introduction.
Wonderful, Naveed. So let's go on to Akib. Akib, the
Hello
panda.
everyone, the panda is here. I'm Atif Javed from Visakhapatnam, India. I am a supply chain professional, work for a telecom industry. I am a impromptu enthusiast. I try to visit and attend as much table topics as possible. And here we are with Toastmaster Umar. We know he gives easy topics. The easy topic becomes tough when you start speaking. With this, over to you, Toastmaster Umar.
Wonderful, Akib, to have you with us. We have with us Imam Dad. Imam Dad, just brief introduction. Who are you? And where are you from? You are muted. Muted. Unmute.
I am Imamdad Drohi from Sindh, Hyderabad. I am a staff nurse in Hyderabad in ICVD cardiology, and I am care the patient of cardiologist, and then care of patient of cardiologist, angioplasty, angiography. Then I am technologist and staff nurse. They are working in
Wonderful.
ICVD Hyderabad.
Wonderful.
So
We have a
thank
so
you so
wonderful,
much.
Imam Dad.
Thank
Imam
you.
Dad,
Thank
wonderful.
you,
You are a
sir.
staff nurse in a cardiology department. Great job done. Wonderful. We have
Yes.
Deepa with us. Deepa, the holy cow.
Hi everybody, this is Deepa here. I come from from Bangalore, which is in the southern part of India. I'm part of two community clubs, and I'm an impromptu addict, just like Akib, and haven't really mastered it yet. So I'm still striving to get there, so that any topic I'm given, I'm able to give a wonderful speech. So I'm here because of that. Thanks, Umar, for starting this group, and you can find me quite often here.
Yes, wonderful to have you, Deepa, with us, and we hope to learn a lot from you along the way. So we have with us Sushant, Cavalier Sushant.
Yeah, so am I audible?
Yes, and now, oh, the cat or fox? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Yes,
so hi all.
Sushant.
I am Sushant Gopinath from India, Chennai, and I'm a 10th grade student. I really look forward to attend impromptu sessions that really make me happy. The one thing that in Toastmaster I like is something related to evaluation and something that is on impromptu. And it's just quite interesting that I can't leave it. And I guess the beginning of the Speak to Think would be like a beginning for a new journey. Thank you.
Yes, I'm sure it will be a great journey. And we have with us Carla, my friend Carla.
Good night and good afternoon from the corporate republic of Guyana, the oil-rich nation. I am a teacher by profession, specialized in physical education and crop production. I've been a Toastmaster for 1 year and 8 months, and my journey has been remarkable. I'm also a member of two clubs. My home club is Cacique Toastmasters Club in Guyana, and the other club I'm a part of is Platinum Artistic Toastmasters Club, a committee of creatives, and that club is located in St. Lucia. And I'm happy to be a part of your club this afternoon. Which country am I in, Toastmaster Umar?
This is Saudi Arabia, but
Oh,
this is not actually a country. It is like a global initiative.
Okay, I've been to Saudi Arabia already, so it's not my first time at Saudi Arabia. It's my first time at your club, and I was invited by my brother Toastmaster Umar. So pleasure to be here.
Yes, Carla, consider it not as a country, consider it as a whole world. So it's virtual.
Definitely.
We can be anywhere. You never know. So next is Varun, my friend Varun. Brief intro, Varun. Varun must be eating a rabbit right now. We have Geeta with us. Geeta,
Wrong
yes,
timing, Umar, for me. Wrong
yes.
timing, absolutely for me. I was doing the dishes after eating the rabbit.
Okay.
Hi all,
So,
my name is Varun. I am from Vision Toastmasters back in India, but right now, currently I'm residing in Barcelona, Spain. I am doing a course on cooking professionally. The way you eat the way you go and eat out in 5-star restaurants or Michelin star restaurants, I am trying to be like them.
wow.
That's my intro. Back to you, Umar.
Wonderful, Varun. Varun will be the next Gordon Ramsay of India. I know for sure. So let's root for him. And next is Geeta. Geeta Kashyap. I'm going in the sequence of the whoever is appearing on the screen.
Hello, hi
Geeta,
everyone.
introduce
I'm
him
Geeta.
small.
I'm Geeta Kashyap. Am I audible? Am I
Yes.
audible? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, I'm basically from India, but right now I'm in Dubai. I just came here 2 days back, residing here these days since last 1.5 year in Dubai. And today I will not be able to participate. I just want to listen to a few speeches because I am suffering from COVID. So I'm coughing a lot. I'm coughing a lot. Got it from India. I don't know how I skipped it and brought it here.
Okay. May you get well soon and have a speedy recovery, inshallah. And so great to see you here with us. We have distinguished Toastmaster Fahaz, the accounts guy, number cruncher.
Hello, how are you, Toastmaster Omar and everybody?
Yeah.
Great to be here. I am Faraz. I am joining from Colombo in Sri Lanka. I am a member of a few clubs in District 20, District 82, and District 80. And I love Toastmastering, so that's what I'm here for. And I would not lose an opportunity which Toastmaster Omar starts off. So I'm here. Let's see how this goes. Thank you for organizing
Yes,
this. Sir.
great to have you with us. And next we have Aditya. Aditya Dugar.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to the various friends of mine from different zones of the world. I'm Aditya Dugar, and I'm from India. I stay in this state of India called West Bengal, and I'm from Kolkata. I've been associated with Toastmasters since 1.5 months, and I'm loving my journey. Over to you.
Great to have you with us, Aditya. We have Pragya here with us, the veteran of tabletop.
Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Toastmaster Pragya, and I am from Hyderabad, India. And I'm a part of 2 clubs here. My Toastmaster journey has been around 1.5 years. I have explored it as much as I could, maximum, in this 1.5 year. And other than that, I am a mother of 2 and a life skills trainer by profession.
Okay, wonderful. Pragya to have you here with us. We have Nisa Devasya. Nisa or Nisa? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Nisa, I think. No? Yeah.
Hey, hi. This is actually Priya here. Nisa is my daughter's name and she uses the same ID for her classes. So that's why I'm not able to change it.
Okay.
So I am from Bangalore and I'm an HR professional. Table topics is something which I find very challenging, and hence I try to attend as many meetings as possible so as to get some practice. In terms of my hobbies, I like to write, I like to read, I read voraciously, and I run a lot. Sometimes I feel that I'm running away from my problems, but that's it. It's a huge de-stress activity for me. Thank you.
Wonderful. Priya to have you with us. So now your name has been changed. You are Priya Devasya right now. And so great to have you with us. And let's start it off. So we'll start with Naveed. And before going on, this time the topics will go down the memory lane. when I first started and when I became the first time the table topic master for global impromptu session that was run by Amjad Ali. So this was the topics that I prepared at that time, maybe almost 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and this will be the, you can say, refreshing our memory and going down there. So let's see. So we'll start with Naveed. Naveed, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Naveed, your topic is faith makes another thing I will add. So you have to manage your time by yourself. 1 minute to 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Speak. You have to speak. You can go extend also, not but not too much. Okay. So whenever you feel that you have to end the topic, you can end there. So Naveed, your topic is faith makes things possible, not easy. Naveed, your topic is faith makes things possible, not easy.
Thank you so much, TM Umar, and hello everyone. Hope you all are fine. Faith makes things possible, not easy. I'm really in favor of this topic. In our life, and I really many times talked about problems in life. In life, we face many problems, and whenever I faced very difficult problems, like I was thinking to switch from one company to another, and it was taking too much time. It was taking too much time for me. I was waiting for different jobs to come. I was desperately waiting. So I talked with different people on social media, LinkedIn, and other people. So one person suggested me to work on your skills, but be patient and be positive. He said that if you want to be a good performer, you should be happy. You should be a positive minded person. So I attended one session of my religious perspective session. They said that believe in your God and be patient. So I worked on that and become positive in terms of uh, what things I initially I was applying for every job, but then I applied for the jobs that was relevant to my strengths. So I updated my resume, and I attended some sessions on YouTube and LinkedIn. I talked with different people on how to improve yourself and worked on finding people on different companies. So I was able to find one job. So this was all about becoming positive in terms of becoming patient. So yes, after a long time, I am here for public speaking session, and I am hope I am doing good. So over to you, sir. Thank you.
Wonderful, Naveed, and great expression. And I love how you connected with your own self and delivered it. But I would have wanted you to share your video also, like so we can hear you and see you. And how we'll be doing this session is I evaluated the first speaker. The second speaker will be evaluated by the first one, and the chain will go on. And you have to give a 30 seconds evaluation. evaluation, 30 to 45, not more than that. You can give 2 positive points and 1 improvement point for the speaker. For example, the next speaker will be Akib. So Akib will be evaluated by Naveed for 30 seconds, just a brief evaluation, and the chain will go on. So Akib, you are next. You are on mute, Panda. Panda
Omar.
is muted.
Omar,
Yes, Varun.
just a suggestion. In this case, you can, as a host, evaluate Naveed because since there is no speaker zero,
Yes.
as a host, you can evaluate Naveed and
I
then Naveed.
gave him some feedback, so after that I was seeing W's.
That's okay then. I might have missed that part.
Okay. So next we'll have Akib. Akib, your topic is ideals are peaceful, history is violent. Ideals are peaceful, history is violent.
History is void.
I put it in the chat. History is violent.
How many of you believe in planning and scheduling everything that you do? How many of you feel that life can move as per your Excel sheet plan? It so happens in our life that every step in our life, we want to put it into Excel formulas. We want it to happen as we want. But reality is something else. Imagine if God has created this world, ideal case scenarios, what would have happened? There would have been all greeneries. There wouldn't have been any world war. We had 2. There will be peace all across. But does it happen in reality? No, that is what we humans are. We cannot be run by a Python query. We cannot be predictable. So this is what life is. It's too much unpredictable. It cannot be programmed. You cannot have a machine telling this is what ideal situation is and this is how you have to behave. We have our own thought process, we have our own ideas, and we behave differently in different situations. History has been violent. The history has been written with sword, and now history is being written with AI. So artificial intelligence is going to bring more violence in the future. So ideals, we might think that if we follow these processes, we will have peaceful life, we will have better productivity, we will have best of both the worlds. But this is not what reality is. You will have few things which will add up and it will make it violent, it will make it run out of idealism, it will have all those features. So I was just telling about AI, artificial intelligence. When we're talking about good things, that while sitting on your couch, you can switch on your TV, you can ask your gate to get opened without you even getting up. At the same time, it has disadvantages. With the AI, other machines can track you down. With AI, they know where you are and what are your thought process. They know how you behave in your daily routine, and same can be used. It can become a weapon of mass destruction. So this is what life is. Life is very much unpredictable and it cannot be idealized. Over to you, Toastmaster Umar.
Interesting take on the topic, Akib. Technological. So Naveed, your 30 seconds evaluation for Akib.
Okay. Well, I was not able to listen whole a complete session of Akib. So if you could, don't mind, Umar, Team Umar sir, can you please give him?
Okay, interesting. Okay, you had a good take on the topic. You were talking about technology and all those things that, and history is violent. So I wanted you to throw some more light on it. Okay, why the history is violent, and maybe give an example of your own life. And you are more talking about ideas, not ideals. Something that you want, some person or some personality that you look forward to, or some people that are in your life you look forward to. So they are all peaceful, they are only good. But history has a track record of being means very violent, and wars and all those things are there. So try to connect all those dots for all an excellent attempt. So next we'll have Deepa. Deepa, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. I'm there.
Deepa, yes. So Deepa, Akib, you will be evaluating Deepa's speech, okay? For 30 to 45 seconds. So Deepa, your topic is evil has eyes of a child and claws of a vicious beast. Evil has eyes of a child and claws of a vicious beast. I'll put it in the chat.
I was reading a book called Speaking to Strangers by Malcolm Gladwell. And in that book, he mentioned that people didn't take Hitler very seriously. They thought he was never going to wage a war and put entire Europe against one another in battle and create the world war that happened. So evil does and could have the eyes of a child, but could claw like a vicious beast. And sometimes there's no way to figure out what will happen. As I kept reading, I need to yet reach the end of the book where he's going to tell us, no matter how close we get, the Prime Minister of England, he visited Hitler quite a number of times. And then the army chief went and met Hitler. They spoke together. They were in the same room. He never seemed to be the threat that he turned out to be. So that is what Malcolm Gladwell is trying to tell, that even though you look at the person, you never know what's going on in their minds. But there were some people completely objectively looking at the person, not looking at the emotional side, not looking at their body language, not looking at a person. They were looking at what objective he could get or his motivations. They got it right. So sometimes we really need to use our minds and not our hearts. And if our minds and hearts together point out that this is a threat, then act on it. So evil can have the eyes of a child and claws of a vicious beast. So apply your mind and face the evil with your best forces. Toastmaster Omar.
Interesting take on the topic Malcolm Gladwell effect. But good. So Akib, your 30 seconds evaluation for the first speech.
So I could see that she spoke about a book, and book is about Hitler, which turned out to be a greatest threat to the humankind. So connecting it with the existing story with the book was really a nice move. In between, I felt it became more of book reading, or explaining the book rather than taking directly on the topic. I would challenge Deepa to let us have one more personalized examples wherein something which looks very easy, looks very delicate from outside, but it has other wrong wheels. So that kind of example would have been better. However, given the topic, which is very easy, we can understand how to, only after listening, you can find some options to answer it. So I would say it's a good job done. We can improvise a little bit on personifying. I was also wrong while giving my topic. I could not personify it. I only told global things. So this also went global answer to the topic. We can take it down, we can bring it down to our level, a human level. So that would have been better.
Wonderful, Akib. Precise evaluation. And Panda is doing the evaluation. I was never expected to see that. The Panda is doing evaluation for Deepa. That is interesting. Okay. So next is Gavilier Sushant.
Am I audible?
Yes, Sushant, you are audible. Oh, the Fox. Mr. Fantastic Mr. Fox is here. So yes, now it's fine. Now you are looking human. So Sushant, your topic is there is no victory without a battle. There is no victory without a battle. Sushant.
There's no victory without a battle. Yes. Thanks, Toastmaster Uma, for giving me the topic. There's no victory without a battle. Well, let's connect this in a different way. You work hard for something and just you get it. Instead of just feeling about how you just won the prize, just feel and get to know the hard work you just worked upon it. It not only helps you to win the particular battle, but also it also helps with your other things. Well, whatever we want to win, whatever we want as a final output, we need to put something in the beginning that grows on, and at last we get the victory. And that's such a way. There's no victory without a battle. So if you don't work hard, you can't win something. Put on some hard work, feel that as an investment. And you always know whatever we invest on always has a way of coming back to us. So when you invest your hard work on something, whatever you want to achieve as a goal, the hard work that you've just invested will help you to gain the victory. Thank you. Over to the table topic master.
Wonderful. Gavilier, you are at a young age such a confident speaker, and that is what I remember. Deepa, your short and crisp evaluation for Sushant.
Yes, Sushant, you project confidence. Great job there. You appeared very convincing. One suggestion for you as a to work on would be to bring in some tangible ideas. Like most of the things that you spoke about were symbolic ideas. You were talking about hard work, about outcome. Can you like bring in something specific to hold on to? Like what is that outcome? Maybe in your life, maybe in somebody else's life. So we can envision a story kind of thing so that we can remember what you spoke about for a lot many days and hours after you gave the speech. That said, a good confidence, and like Umar said, at a very young age, you really are doing a fantastic job.
Wonderful, Deepa. Short and crisp evaluation and very elevating. So essence of evaluation is to elevate the speaker, and you all are doing that great job. Wonderful. So next we have with us Imam Dad. He is a first timer, so I will not give him a easy topic. I'm just kidding. Imam Dad, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Imam Dad, your topic is what success looks like. See, understand this question. I'm asking what success looks like.
Yes.
Imam Dad.
Success looks like a better you work, then you looks like success, and then you care of all our persons, and you looks like success. And when you every work proper times on the proper place, and then this is a success of look like. Thank you.
Wonderful, Imam. As a first timer, you did really well. So, Sushant.
Yes, thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Sushant, are you there?
Yes, yes, sir.
So, just a brief evaluation for Imam.
Yeah, so about Imanda's speech table topic, it was really compulsive and great even at the first time he spoke. So, just for an explanation, compulsive means interesting to hear. So it was very clean and clear, so that it was very understandable for everyone. comprehensible, in other words. And also, I suggest you to speak more so that you can get even more well versed. But the one that you spoke right now was really interesting, even though it was your first time. Good luck.
Wonderful, Sushant. Good evaluation. So next we'll have Varun. Varun, are you there?
Yes, sir, I am here.
Varun. Oh, Varun has a new look, huh?
I know my beard is
I
gone.
know. Okay. So Varun, your topic is simple one. You become what you behold. You become what you behold. Varun.
How many of you think that you can be what you think of you can be? Few days back, before I came to Barcelona, I was just sitting at my home chilling, and out of sudden I got a call. Varun, what are you doing? I said, I'm just sitting. Like, why aren't you earning money? I thought, why am I not earning? And it clicked me. I knew the sources from where I could earn money. I knew the way, and yet what was I doing? Nothing. I was just sitting and chilling. That one single call made me realize what I could be and what I am, rather than what I was. After that call, I picked up my laptop, I started trading, and every single day since then, I started making money, roughly 3,000 per day. That's it, no more. And my initial capital is not more than 10,000 per day. You know what has happened after that? Since the last 1.5 months, I have been able to save at least after all my losses, 16,000 rupees. For that person who has not done anything in his life, 16,000 is a lot much money. Yes, I am what I behold in myself. Until and unless I didn't knew that I had that superpower of earning money through stock market for trading, I couldn't earn that money. So if you have that superpower, it is the right time to take it out. Why? You never know what will happen tomorrow. So it is right time right now to behold or to take it out what you have inside you. Back to you, Umar.
Interesting take on that topic. Imam, will you be able to evaluate Varun's speech? Okay, tell us what you liked about his speech. Imam.
Sir, Varun, very good speech and I am impressed for Varun and I am acknowledged from Varun and I assess the skills of Varun how to speak English. Thank you, Varun.
Wonderful, Imam. As first time evaluating, you did really well. All the good comments. So, one feedback that I will give you: try to have more emote your voice and facial expression. I love how you open your speeches with the question. Emote it, more expressive with the face. Overall, an excellent attempt on the topic. Okay, and next we'll have Carla. Carla, you want to take a topic?
Sure, Toastmaster Varun, table topic master.
Okay. So your topic is, let me give you a very easy topic. Okay. So if you want to fly with eagles, don't swim with the ducks. If you want to fly with eagles, don't swim with the ducks. Carla.
If you want to fly with eagles, don't swim with the ducks. Toastmaster, table topic master, thank you for such a very interesting topic. Toastmasters and guests, good morning, good night, and good afternoon. Eagles fly at an high altitude. An eagle flies all together by themselves. They're in a class all by themselves. They do not fly with any other bird of the air. As an eagle, I believe that it is equally important to soar above the sky with people of your league. If you swim with a duck, of course you're gonna quack quack. You're gonna quack like a duck. But with the eagle is always visible. They can see their prey from miles apart. As opposed to the duck, in reality, when the ducks they flap together, they go out in danger and several of them can be caught together. The moral of the story is that in life we must associate ourselves with eagles, persons who are doing well in their life, persons who are soaring above. For example, in Toastmasters, you find you have Toastmaster Umar over there, Toastmaster for quite several parts as an eagle, because whatever he sets his mind out to do, he accomplishes. Additionally, we have some Toastmasters who are like the ducks. They're just sitting there waiting for things to happen. But in reality, the eagle goes after their prey. The prey don't come to the eagle. The duck sits there and waits. So I want to encourage each person to call. If you are an eagle, fly like an eagle. If you're a duck, quack, quack, quack with the ducks. But rest assured that eagles always make progress. While the duck remains on the land, the eagle can fly way above and accomplish so much. Favorite topic, Master? Over to you.
Interesting, contrasting take on the topic, Carla. So, Varun, your evaluation brief and crisp for Carla.
Hola, Carla. Interesting take on your topic. Let me not go into recommendations, but rather than the solutions part. You opened the topic with a good morning or good evening or a good afternoon, which you were doing to think about the topic, and it means that judges could argue out. I am thinking from the perspective of the judges and the audience as well. So here, me sitting right now in Barcelona, I wouldn't like it because I want to hear you speak rather than telling me good morning or good afternoon, right? So that thing could have been avoided. The next thing, you spoke very well with voice modulations, which I have to learn as well. That was very good. But rather than only speaking with voice, as Umar has already given feedback for me, you could have also spoke with your face, facial modulation. When you're speaking as a duck, you could have said or did like this. I mean, reduce the facial expressions. When you are speaking as eagle, you could have brightened up your face. That thing could have led your speech from this level till this level. So that's my feedback. Over to you, Umar.
Wonderful, crisp evaluation, Varun. When I mentor someone or give a evaluation, sometimes I mention of speech congruence. Concept of speech congruence means your vocal, your facial, and your body language, your physical, and all content should be in sync, in congruence. So when you are expressing an emotion, it should be on your face, it should be in your voice, and it should be in your body language. It should be all. It should not that your face is like neutral and you are like very happy. So it should congruence should be there. It should be in symmetry. So overall, an excellent attempt, Carla. And next we have DTM Farhas.
Yes, sir.
DTM Farhas, your topic is if it's your calling, it will keep calling you. If it's your calling, it will keep calling you. DTM Farhas.
Thank you for this excellent topic, Toastmaster Umar. Each of us goes through our life trying to find out what our calling is. Some of us find it at some stage, and some of us live through our life still trying to find it. However, regardless of what stage of life we are, if we have still not found our calling, we would still be going towards it without realizing that this is where our life wants us to go. Now, as Josma Somar introduced me, I'm an accountant by qualification. But in fact, I'm an accountant by accident. I never wanted to be an accountant. I had come to end up as an accountant because of circumstances. If you ask me when I was in school, I wanted to be a doctor. Then I wanted to be an engineer. Circumstances made me become an accountant. And very good. My dad was happy. He wanted his son to be a chartered accountant. A few years into my accounting career, I realized accounts was not really for me. I wasn't really too much interested in totaling things up and telling people whether they made a profit or loss. There was a lot more to what I could do. And so therefore, I started looking for what that more is all about. And eventually I realized what I'm really good at is this, talking to people and communicating. And since over the last 15 or 20 years, I have gained a lot of experience. What I thought is I will talk to people and pass them this information and knowledge that I have gained over the past 20 years. To put it in simple terms, my calling was to be an educator, was to be a teacher. I realized this about 5 years back and started grooming myself towards this. I can happily tell you, I am reasonably close to getting to that calling of mine. I am building up my skills, building up my knowledge, building up my abilities towards that. And I'm also working towards it. I have started educating. I have started moving into education in a big way. And I can tell you, until I get into full-time education, I do not think I will ever stop. I stopped being an accountant long time back, but getting into full-time education, full-time communication, full-time knowledge sharing, that's my calling, and that's where I am headed. I urge every single one of you, regardless of where you are, look for your calling, go towards that, because therein will you find your real, true happiness. Thank you for this great topic. Back to you, sir.
Wonderful, DJ Farhad. I am glad you picked up that call on the phone and you have going following your ambition. So everybody pick up your call because it is going to keep on calling you. So dear Carla, your 30 seconds evaluation for DJ Farhad.
Regardless of where you are, go out and find your calling. So, Master Farouk, I like that you shared a personal story where you told us that you were a chartered accountant, where your dad wanted you to be a chartered accountant, but that wasn't your calling, that wasn't your love. And then you also shared with us that you found your calling when you became involved in education. You are an educator. And indeed, your calling did find you exactly where you are. I liked when you said that as an educator, you're now able to qualify yourself to get into the field full time. And I really appreciate that. I like that your speech had an opening. You move right into the topic. You had an opening, a body, and a powerful call to action. Go out and find your calling wherever you are. So, Master Farouk, congratulations on a well-constructed presentation this evening and also incorporating a personal story which adds value and to make yourself also vulnerable, to know that you are not walking in your father's footsteps, but you are now walking in your calling. Congratulations on a well put together presentation this evening. Master Farouk.
Wonderful, Carla. Very thorough and crisp evaluation and very elevated. So next we have Aditya. Aditya, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Aditya, I will share with you one of my favorite all-time favorite quotes. So you have to share some thoughts on it. So your topic is mind is a beautiful servant, but a dangerous master. Mind is a beautiful servant, but a dangerous master. Aditya.
Thank you, Umar, for this wonderful topic. We as humans comprise of two basic identities. One is the body, another is the mind. One is tangible, the other thing is intangible. Which is more important? We all know the answer. It is the mind. But at this current point in time, most of the people whom we know, and in fact, we know ourselves the most, we know how much we are controlled by our minds rather than us controlling our minds. There are so many habits which we want to change. A chain smoker wants to quit smoking. A heavy drinker wants to quit drinking, but they're unable to do so. They have all the information of why is it so bad, why is it harming your body, but still they are not in control of their mind, and thus they are not in control of their habits. I'm associated with Vipassana meditation, and that's where they teach you how to control your mind. Mind is the most powerful tool in the universe. And but if we don't get control over our mind, it is the most dangerous tool which we have, which is a tool of self-destruction, I feel. Mind, there are a lot of ways to describe a mind. One of the best ways which I know how to describe a mind is like an animal. We all know, we have seen horses, we have seen wild boars, wild cows, wild fellows, and the mind is very similar to that. And unless we try and tame them bit by bit, degree by degree, every single day, we cannot get control over them. And once you get control over that animal, it becomes your slave. It helps you to move so much of luggage. It helps you to give milk. There are so many uses of this animal. Similar is our mind. Once we get control of our mind, it is our biggest asset. But for that, you have to pay the price. And the price is to understand yourself. Thank you so much. Back to you, Umar.
Interesting take on the topic, Aditya. So, Jitian Faraz, your brief 30 seconds evaluation.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aditya. That was a brilliant way of tackling this great topic. And the way you brought about mind and body and compared them, saying they're tangible and intangible, which of them is more important? The question was asked. And then the response to that question came back in the form of your personal experience with Vipassana meditation, whereby you learn, or you told us that's the tool to learn how to control the mind. And if it was not done, you also warned us of the danger that it could be the tool of self-destruction. So brilliant way of asking the question and bringing the answer later. I also loved the comparison and the analogy of how you talked about animals which are not yet tamed, but which can be tamed to be useful to us, and the metaphor of using luggage and milk and food and so on and so forth as a comparison between using the mind for something useful vis-a-vis using the mind for something that is destructive. So brilliant work on all of that. Just a couple of points for improvement. Since we are just a group of friends, I would have loved to have actually seen you perform this little speech. It was brilliant, because by doing that, I would have been able to judge your facial expressions as your gestures. If anything, that would have really added to the value of what you presented. And secondly, of course, the other point that I would like to have mentioned is that a bit more detail on your direct involvement in getting mind control, the Vipassana meditation, that would have really strengthened the point that you were trying to make in terms of how you actually control the mind for something that you did yourself. But in summary, brilliant take on the topics, lovely way of bringing it around, lovely way of linking the question to the response, great metaphors used. Thank you so much, and I wish you all the very best. Back to you, sir.
Wonderful, thorough evaluation for us. Very elevating for the speaker. Wonderful. So next, Priya.
Yes, please.
Priya Devasya. You will be able to open the video or on the audio only.
There's no power at my home. I'm barely
Okay, so
conserving the
Aditya,
charge I have on my phone.
it's okay, no issue. Aditya, you will be evaluating Priya's speech. So, Priya, your topic is life is a tragedy for those who feel and comedy for those who think. Life is a tragedy for those who feel and a comedy for those who think. I'll put it in the chat also. Over to you, Priya.
Life is a tragedy for those who feel and a comedy for those who think. Okay, that's um okay, if I am to think back to my childhood, I always remember being a very emotional person. I would always feel the pain that others go through, and I used to wonder why life is so difficult and so hard for uh, for people around. I would see beggars on the street, and it would kind of really impact me in a very powerful way, and I would be sad and melancholic. And at that point of time, I felt that um, nothing is in my control and I'm not able to do anything for anybody. And over a period of time, as I grew up and I saw things change, came across different philosophies, certain things which said people deserve what they get in their lives. I don't know if that is correct. Uh, and and then I realized that there are people who are, coming or working beyond their circumstances. They rise up from absolutely, a level where they have nothing. They would have had a life full of tragedy and misery, and yet they work hard and progress. And I had the the privilege of working with a colleague who came from that background, and this really changed my outlook towards life. So our purpose in this life is not to just subsume to our circumstances, but to try and rise above our circumstances, look at the good things around us and not be possessed by all the things which are negative, but focus on the good things, work hard, think what can be made better. So someone said, I am not remembering the name, if you're born poor, it is not your fault, but if you die poor, it is your fault. And that to me is what this this topic that has been given to me, that life can be a tragedy for many of us, but ultimately life is what we make of it, and we can turn our life of tragedy into one of happiness and fulfillment. Thank you.
That is very personal take on the topic and very related to your own life. Wonderful. Aditya, your brief speech.
Priya, I'd like to congratulate you. That was a very clean and clear articulation by you. I think you used really good words like melancholic, and I really like the examples which you gave from your childhood and of your colleague. But what I felt was that your whole take on the topic was a bit generic. You could have made it more personal, by sharing a couple of anecdotes from your life, which actually impacted, or which actually sort of served the topic which was given by Umar. Um, Also, I think you could have actually listened to the topic more better, in the sense that it was a life is a tragedy for those who feel and comedy for those who think. So you could have taken it in a way that either you accept it or you don't really find this statement to be true. You could have taken a very clear take on this, which was not very clear to me, and but overall I feel you spoke really well. You were you were up there absolutely, and congratulations again to you. And also, I really liked your conclusion, the way you concluded. I liked your voice modulation as well. That's it. Over to you, Umar.
Oh, wonderful, Aditya.
Thank you,
And
Toastmaster Aditya.
brief and crisp evaluation. So next we'll have Alok. Alok, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. I don't know.
Sai
Just give me 1 second.
Sai
That's a
International
different
School,
virtual background. Yeah.
sailing through the top. Number one in India.
1 second. None.
So you are very now it's clear.
Hello.
Alok, Priya, you will be evaluating Alok's speech. So Alok, your topic is the most important things in life are not really things. The most important things in life are not really things. I'll put it in the chat also.
Thank you very much. It's a very interesting topic. The most important things in life are not really things. What do the most important things are that vary from person to person. The thing which is important to me might not be important to some other person or people. And sometimes things, what are things? Things are objects, but what we value more in our life, we human being a social animal, what we value in our life is relationships. And we need someone to be in our life who, at least if not can help us, can be there, support us, or at least listen to our random rants. We do not need any advice from anyone. So, most of the time, what we need is we need someone who just be there, with whom we can open up, we can share anything without any filter. Most of the time, what we do, we wear a different visage. We have multiple faces. So we use certain level of faces, like in video games, for example, level 1, level 2, level 3. Many levels are there, or easy, hard, difficult levels are there. In the same way, when we interact with one person to another person, the face that we wear, the mask that we wear, that varies. Many people think important things are like, in my last Toastmaster meeting, if you remember, of Umar Bhai, someone told that it is really better to cry in a Lamborghini than to not to have money. So obviously you can cry in the Lamborghini. Why would you cry in the Lamborghini in the first place if you have money? The thing is that maybe you do not have something which is way beyond than the money, which you cannot calculate. We cannot compare with the things. That is love, respect, care for each other, and trust. So the topic, most important things in our life, maybe our career, maybe the job, maybe our passion, dream, or maybe it can be anything. But trust me, when it comes to things, I have read a quote, random quote on the internet, and it said that the best thing in lives are free. What are the best things? Sleep. You cannot buy sleep. No matter how rich you are, you cannot buy sleep. Friends, true friends, you cannot buy them. Okay. And many love, respect. There are many things which are way more important than the things which we consider important. So with that note, I would like to end my speech. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Umar Bhai.
Interesting, Alok. Interesting speech. Priya is here. Priya, short and crisp evaluation for Alok.
Yes. So Toastmaster Alok, I liked, I think you have a great command on the language. The fact that the number of, as an experienced accountant, I did not find you fumbling or using too many filler words. That was really good. The topic said the best things in life are not things. So your top, in your table topic, you really clarified that, okay, the best things in life cannot be, are not things, but they are sleep and love and respect. But you did not name them. You could have said those are feelings or experiences or and just separated them from things like career, money. That is one aspect I think you could have focused on. But all in all, you covered the topic beautifully. Thank you.
Wonderful, Priya. Great evaluation. Well done. Next, we have Toastmaster Afaq. Toastmaster Afaq, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Toastmaster Afaq, your topic is character is much easier kept than recovered. Character is much easier kept than recovered. I'll put it in the chat also.
Yeah, we all know that the saying goes that if you lose your money, nothing is lost. If health is lost, then everything is lost. I say even if character is lost, then everything is lost. I read somewhere that your character is your destiny. And based on that, we need to think over what is the character. A character for a one particular person may not be a character for some other person. But the research says that there are certain things which a person needs to have, and that is integrity and authenticity, kindness, and generosity. So these are the things which build up a character of a man. Many of the people who have gone down in the history have not shown these characters. Many a times we also see that selectively choosing and showing generosity also doesn't help in the world. We can be selective, but we need to show that to the other people as well. Respecting the other gender is another character. I have seen people coming from a great philosophical background, but talking the other way about the other gender. I mean, regional imbalances, linguistic imbalances. There are so many things. When I just wonder and think for a people, when I'm introduced to many people, especially when I, as a child, when I would go to my friend's home and they would tell that my uncle, my grandpa is such a person of character, but I would find that grandpa talking something about northern part of Indian or a southern part of Indian or about some language, then he would really demean into that, and I would never respect him that. So a character involves all the traits of a human, and humanity has to survive in that person because love is the answer for everything. Thank you. Back to you, tabletop.
Interesting take, Afaq. So Alok, your brief evaluation for Afaq.
Thank you. Mr. Khan, I really am impressed by the way you gave the speech. And what I found in your speech, you were really calm, composed, and the speech was really smooth. And you could connect to the topic. You did not deviate from the topic. And I must praise that. And you have a very good command over English language. That is what I found. And I did not find any negative thing in your speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Good take. And what I will just give an additional feedback to Mr. Afaq.
Yes, yes.
I thought you focused too much on character building, and you left a part of how it is difficult, why it is difficult to recover a character. I thought you did not throw more light on it. Why it is difficult to recover from a character, to bring it back. So an example of it. See, on one side it is like that, the other side it is like this. So you gave a contrasting view. Okay, how you can so that I thought you could have talked about more. So overall, an excellent attempt. Next, Jaya. Jaya Raghuvanshi.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Jaya.
Hello.
Toastmaster Jaya, your topic is we are all bad in someone's story. We are all bad in someone's story.
We are all bad.
I put it in the chat. In someone's story.
A very good evening to all of global members and dear guests. It's kind of hard topic, but I will try my best to do justice on this topic. It is to, can you please repeat?
We are all bad in someone's story.
Okay. We are all human beings. Each one of us have a story. We all go to a different path, experience, and make a life a story to our experience and what we go through. However, each one of us need to have empathy to put ourselves in someone else's shoes to understand their story, their life story and experience. Right? Good thing. For example, Mr. T.M. Farooq will not understand my story of life. Because if he does not have empathy, he won't understand my story. So you need to have an empathy to understand someone else's story. Example, I have gone through a lot in life experience, good and bad. And I always expect the opposite person should understand me. Like when I pour out all my stories, my concerns, etc., I found some of them have no empathy, or they'll just say, oh, it is nothing new, or they themselves have gone through, or my life experience is just petty or kiddish or childish. So according to them, they might consider as a bad story for them, unless they have empathy and can understand my feelings, my regret, or my whatever I'm going, then for them it will be a good story, right? So yeah. So it all depends. Each one of us have different stories and one is to have empathy to understand the opposite person's life story. If not, they will consider it as a bad story. Over to you.
Wonderful, JMA. Straight from your heart. So, Toastmaster Afaq, your brief evaluation.
Yeah, Toastmaster Jaya, what I have found from your way of speaking and speech is you have a lot of sum and substance in you to speak about the topic. And you went on giving the nuggets saying that we are human beings and we have a story, put ourselves into somebody else's shoes. These are the things which we need to think of when we are taking the other person into consideration, whether somebody is good or bad, or we are into somebody else's shoes, or somebody else is in our shoes, or we are hero in somebody else's life, or villains in somebody else's life. So whenever there is a consideration of the other person, these are the things these are the feelings, thoughts which come to our mind. You mentioned empathy. You mentioned that every person has a story and he or she needs to understand your story as well. So you had all the makings of a good topic, which the table topic master gave it to you. Like every good topic or every good speech has some suggestions to go for a better. And I have my humble suggestions to you that the arrangement could have been done better. You could have spoken about your life experiences before, then offer the solutions which you had given in the beginning of the topic. When we say that we are into somebody else's shoes, or it requires compassion or empathy, it is the end of the topic. That could have brought at the end, and in between, you could have brought out all the experiences which you have done. You have been an amazing speaker. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. This evaluation, Toastmaster Afaq. So next we have Toastmaster Pragya, last but not the least.
Yes, Toastmaster Omar.
Toastmaster Pragya, your topic is not my circus, not my monkeys. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Pragya.
Although Toastmaster Omar, I would absolutely not mind it to be my circus and my monkeys, because I'm sure that will be fun too. And I am somebody who believes that I will create my own circus when I want to design what I want my life, my people, and my monkeys to look like. One of you is you, who is a part of my life for sure, as Toastmasters. But yes, there have been many scenarios where, I have been somebody who has always liked to design my own circus and the events going on in my life. I decide on the kind of people I want to be a part of my life. Yes, there were chances, there were situations where I wanted to say, hey, let me go, be out of my life. It's not my circus and you're not my monkeys. I don't care about you. But that's not how I worked. One great example of that is that when I shifted to Hyderabad from my native place and I got married and came here, there were so many people who, at least to me, it looked like those monkeys of the circus. I never wanted them to be in my life. But I started filtering these people who were creating and making a circus of my life, I would say. They were making fun of me. They were making fun of the way I was, and they were actually making me think of whether I was right or wrong. That's when I started understanding that I really need to care about these people. They are not that much important part of my life. And all the more, have you ever really seen monkeys in a circus? The joker forms the main part of a circus. The joker is the one who decides the flow of the circus and how much people would like that circus. If the joker is not there, then the circus doesn't make sense to me. In my circus, I would never want anybody to be a monkey, but I would love to have people who add value to my circus, to my life. You be the joker, you be the elephant, you be the lion, you be somebody who supports me and makes my life better. You're most welcome. Monkeys, like many, who spoil the circus, who spoil my life. you can better stay out of it. All others who are ready to enjoy my life circus with me, you are welcomed. Would you like to be a part of my life, my circus? Over to you, Toastmaster Omar.
I don't want to be part of your circus, but life.
You are the monkey. That is why I asked you to stay away. किसी सर्कस में आज तक मंकी देखा है क्या? No monkey comes in a circus.
No, of course, why
हमारे
not?
यहाँ तो भाई हमारे इंडिया में तो नहीं आते मंकी सर्कस में. हमारे यहाँ पे जोकर और लायन ही आते हैं.
जोकर तो होते ही नहीं है सर्कस में, क्लाउन्स होते हैं, क्लाउन्स.
अरे हाँ बाबा, हम थोड़े गंवार लोग हैं. ओके, हमारे यहाँ जोकर होते थे बचपन में.
Okay, so much, yeah. Your brief evaluation for Pragya's speech.
Well, Pragya, as always, have very good command over her speech. Good confidence, good voice modulation, and she spoke well, describing about the monkeys and circus. That's all I can say for now.
Good. Yeah, wonderful evaluation. So I think with this we have ended our table topics. All speakers have done such a great job. So I would like to close the session and we'll stop the recording. So it's time for some chit chat.
Umar,
yes.
Before the recording, I would like to give you a topic.
Oh, you want to give me a topic?
As
Okay.
you are the host and you didn't.
Easy topic, huh?
Yeah, in your definition, easy for you.
नहीं वरुण उमर को टॉपिक मैं दूंगी. Something
अरे
which
ना-
he will experience, something which he will experience in few more months to go.
And then it's okay. Go ahead, Pragya.
Umar, your topic is it a better choice to do the work with the kids or to instruct them how to do a work? Is it a better choice to do the work on your own or ask your kid to do a work?
No, I don't want to be the boss. I want to be the leader, Pragya.
Are you sure? Because I have tried both the sides.
No. See, I will not. I will neither be. I will tell you why. I will discard both the choices. I will like to lead by example. I will set an example. They will follow. It's not about doing with them. It's about showing them how to do it, and then guiding them through that process. So that's what leadership is all about. Because parents, in a way, are leaders for their kids. So instead of giving them orders, do this, do that, show them how things are done. Set an example for them. You are the best possible example for your kids. So what kind of example you want to be? For example, there are parents or fathers or mothers who smoke in front of the kids. What kind of example you are setting? There are parents who watch too much TV in front of their kids. So what of examples you are setting? They will be also into the TV screens. Nowadays, I see 5 years old, 7 years old kids are having mobile phones and tablets and enjoying their games and I don't know, YouTubing and all those things. So where they are getting from you? From their own parents. It all starts from your home. So it's about realizing that what are the things that you are showing your kids, what are the examples that you are setting for them. So instead of doing things with them or instructing them, you set an example for them. For the kids, that okay, these are the right way of doing things. Then they will follow you, because they don't learn from your words, they learn better from your actions. And your actions should be met by your words. They should be in sync. Otherwise, they will lose their meaning, and your kids will be misdirected for life. Over to you,
उमर, तुम्हारे बच्चे को 5 साल का हो जाने दो, तुम्हारे अलावा हर इंसान का इन्फ्लुएंस रहेगा उसके ऊपर. Let him go to school once.
अरे पॉजिटिव सोचे आप प्रज्ञा.
अरे पॉजिटिव तो सोच रही हूँ.
And thank you everyone for attending and enjoying this topics and meeting. It was great to have you with us, and looking forward to seeing you in the next meeting as well. So with this, I would like to adjourn the meeting and close the recording.